Reese, in particular, her energy shifted. I thought when she got some of those easy baskets to go in the paint, that quite frankly she had struggled with to open the ball game. That energy is contagious because if you look at Angel Reese.
Let's go back to Angel really quickly, though, because she was part of the catalyst that you saw to be able to change things around. And she said to Holly, I just feel like I needed to take a deep breath and maybe stop overthinking some of these.
Oh, I've been there. I've been there. Like, sometimes the basket is too open. Right.
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me, too, and I want y'all to realize that. Y'all said it's the player of the year, so I want all the smoke. All the smoke. So
who's the best player in the country?
To the media or me? I feel like I'm the best player in the country.
But this weekend has to be one of the worst weekends ever for Angel Reese, bruh. I mean, she became a meme last game. She became a super duper meme this game. And all I got to tell you is, Caitlin Clark truly gets the last laugh.
She had the entire game right there in her hands, balanced on her fingertips for one defining moment before it completely slipped away. The score was tied at 81, the clock was draining toward 0, and Angel Reese found herself with a wide-open layup that could have sent Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever home with a crushing loss. But she missed it. A clean miss, no defender contesting the shot, no weak side help arriving at the last second, and no hand in her face forcing her to adjust. Just Angel Reese failing to convert the biggest opportunity of the game.
One final chance, 81-81, to take this game, resulting in this circus act of a play. Ryan Howard disrupted by Sophie Cunningham, pretty much to Angel Reese right under the basket, who blows it. Naz Hillman gets the rebound, again, blows it. So the game goes into overtime. And I gotta say, Angel Reese looked really upset blowing that layup, but I think what's going really viral right now and making rounds on social media is Caitlin Clark's reaction. She walks right behind Angel with a cheeky smile.
That one sequence is the entire reason this conversation exists right now. Because somehow what unfolded in the 10 seconds after that miss became bigger than the miss itself. Bigger than the final score, and even bigger than the basketball game two professional teams had battled through for more than 40 minutes. Now, an unverified rumor sweeping across WNBA's social media claims Angel Reese is upset about far more than simply blowing that opportunity. The online speculation alleges she may even be considering legal action, not against the referees who called the game or the league office, but against Caitlin Clark personally for supposedly laughing at her afterward. There is no confirmed evidence supporting that claim, but one thing was visible. When the biggest moment arrived, Reese failed to deliver.
It was terrible. Speaking of terrible, Angel Reese never beating the allegations. This was to open the game.
With Reese leaking out, finds her.
Lee Sheet, that was awful. Wow, that was awful. One more good time. It did a... Yeah. Yikes. Holy moly. Holy moly. Caitlin Clark. Let's go. Down the court. Yeah, let me just pass this ball into AB. Oh, that was nice. That was nice from Caitlin Clark. How about Caitlin Clark cooking Angel Reese?
Working behind ball.
Boom. She shot it from the...
Reese found herself completely open beneath the basket with an opportunity to finish the game right there. No overtime, no second chance required. But she missed the kind of shot she had converted thousands of times in practices and games. The broadcast then did exactly what cameras always do in moments like this. It immediately cut to her reaction. Reese looked devastated. Her head dropped, her shoulders sank, and her entire posture told the story of a player who understood exactly what that miss may have cost her team with everything on the line.
The only person to blame is Angel Reese for missing the layup to win the game. Angel Reese missed the layup that would have won the game, and she didn't win the game. As a result, cost her team the game because she can't make a layup. And Caitlin Clark seemed to enjoy it. I have no idea what she was actually smiling about, but this was the play in question in case anybody was wondering and hadn't seen it, Angel, point blank range, doesn't make the shot. It's not like Caitlyn chases her around to taunt her or anything like that. But good timing to know where the cameras were if that was indeed on.
Then the camera catches Caitlin Clark walking past just a few feet away, heading toward her own bench with a smile across her face. It looked like the natural reaction of a player relieved that the game was still alive, and that she might now get an opportunity to finish it herself. That was it. That was the entire so-called incident. Two completely different facial expressions captured seconds apart on the same basketball court. But the internet took over from there, supplying its own motives, building a confrontation, and transforming one brief camera angle into a viral headline. Meanwhile, the most obvious part of the sequence was almost forgotten. Reese had been handed a simple layup and still couldn't make it.
We can't make simple layups. We have no post moves. Our handle is weak. We can't shoot from the mid, can't shoot from the three-point line. All Angel Reese could do is rebound her own shots and her teammates' shots occasionally and play defense. She's by no means an elite defender. By no means is Angel Reese an elite defender. But this is bad. This is really bad. There's been absolutely zero progression in Angel Reese's game. Angel Reese rookie season to now, it's the same player. She hasn't improved finishing around the rim. She hasn't improved the mid-range shot. She hasn't improved the three-point shot. Her handle hasn't improved. She's just the same rebounding, defending, clumsy offensive player that we've seen for the last going on 3 years now.
The game moved into overtime, where the Fever eventually escaped with a 95-91 victory after an extra period that remained up for grabs until the final minute. Clark finished with 26 points and 9 assists, taking control when the pressure reached its highest point, the way true superstars are expected to. On paper, Reese actually delivered an impressive performance of her own. 15 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 assists, finishing within striking distance of a triple-double. Under different circumstances, those numbers might have defined the entire night. But once the final buzzer sounded, the stat sheet became secondary. Indiana had more left when the game demanded it, and Clark delivered the biggest plays down the stretch.
Nope. Try again. One more time.
Great board, just could not convert it.
Was pushed under the hoop just enough to not have a great angle. To OT we go.
Atlanta continues to own the offensive glass here in the fourth quarter.
Within hours, the clip had been remixed, slowed down, enlarged, captioned, paired with sound effects, and circulated across virtually every major social platform. Some viewers immediately declared it their favorite meme of the year. Fans who had supported Clark since her WNBA arrival treated the moment like a victory trophy, replaying it over and over again. Reese's supporters, meanwhile, viewed it as a deliberate public humiliation that demanded some kind of response. Then, buried somewhere inside that online chaos, a far bigger and considerably stranger story began gaining traction, an unverified claim that Reese wasn't merely embarrassed by what happened, but was allegedly considering turning the controversy into a legal matter.
Tuned into our favorite reality TV show last night, and by now you've seen the video of Caitlin Clark laughing at Angel Reese after she missed the game-winning layup against the Fever last night. I'm sure you've also seen this clip of Angel Reese missing a wide-open layup in the first quarter. But what I'm sure you missed was the halftime commentary about Angel Reese's performance in the first half last night. I don't know who her team is paying to get them to gaslight us like this. Get a load of this.
That energy is contagious because if you look at Angel Reese, she already has 7 and 9. She's already getting close to a double-double. Let's go back.
Are we being so for real? 7 and 9, almost has a double-double in the first half. She was 3 of 10 from the floor. She missed 7 out of 10 layups. Half of those 9 rebounds were from her own missed shots that she then missed again. But yeah, she brought the energy, baby. She brought the energy.
She's used to getting double teamed. She's used to triple teams, and she's used to contact. There's no one better to learn from when it comes to being a beast on the boards than Angel Reese.
Yeah, because when the game's...
There's no better person to learn from to be a beast on the boards. You don't say. The woman who literally has a stat created called rebounds because she misses so many shots she takes. No shit, she gets rebounds.
Here is where the story becomes genuinely bizarre. Unverified claims supposedly coming from Reese's camp, loosely sourced and spreading primarily through gossip pages and screenshots that no one has connected to an authentic legal filing, suggest she may be exploring some form of action against Clark, and potentially even the league over that viral laughing moment. As the allegation continues being repeated online, the story has grown even more extreme. Some posts claim Clark somehow helped orchestrate the humiliation, and that laughing after a missed shot during a globally televised game crossed a line serious enough to warrant real consequences. But so far, none of those extraordinary claims has been supported by credible evidence.
The worst offensive player.
She's not very offensive
He's
competent,
so
bro.
Bad. Caitlin Clark laughing at Angel Reese's missed layup.
Generational meme.
To lose the game. Here it is. Here's the video.
She
can rebound everything, but bro.
Andre Drummond is hell down there, cuz.
Now I heard you say, and I know you like her, Betty. You're like, she averages 15 and 12. I'm like, bro, you watch these games. You're like, how does she ever score?
Come on, bro.
She's an elite rebounder.
So bad.
Elite rebounder, bro.
And you need those. You need those to win.
You need those players on your team, bro. She's super famous rebounder, bro.
Oh, how bad did she want to hit the game winner against Caitlin Clark's team? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was devastating. I would say, my opinion is that Angel Reese averaging 15 and 12 is an indictment on the league.
Oh my.
A supposed legal boundary crossed by laughing on a basketball court during a live game in which both players were competing before paying fans and a national audience. Stop and consider what would actually be required for a lawsuit like this to survive. Reese would need a valid legal claim supported by evidence of wrongful conduct, legally recognized harm, and measurable damages. A rival smiling after a missed shot is not defamation. Based on this alleged moment alone, it does not resemble legally actionable harassment or any obvious civil wrong. Legal commentators reacting to the rumor online have largely reached the same conclusion. There appears to be no viable case, not merely a difficult case requiring the perfect judge or jury, but no recognizable claim at all. Athletes have mocked, taunted, celebrated over, and laughed at their opponents for as long as competitive sports have existed. A fleeting courtside reaction does not suddenly transform that rivalry into a credible lawsuit.
And Angel Reese knows a ring is coming.
And this is where the rumor becomes nearly impossible to discuss with a straight face, because Angel Reese is hardly unfamiliar with using gestures, expressions, and body language to get underneath Caitlin Clark. Rewind to the April 2023 National Championship game. LSU defeated Iowa, and Reese famously followed Clark across the court while delivering the John Cena "you can't see me" gesture with cameras rolling and millions watching. That moment dominated headlines for weeks. Reese's supporters celebrated it as swagger, confidence, and the arrival of a new star on college basketball's biggest stage. Nobody filed a lawsuit. Nobody seriously argued that Clark had a legitimate legal claim because an opponent taunted her during a nationally televised game. It was sports. It was rivalry. It was competition at its most personal. The fact that one moment was defended as competitive expression, while this smile is being framed online as actionable misconduct, reveals what may really be fueling the controversy. This was never truly about Clark laughing. It was about Reese losing, and how painful that loss looked under the brightest possible spotlight.
Angel, I'm gonna keep this one nice and sweet, because I really don't want to roast you, especially the way you just got beat. But you gotta start fucking playing like your Angel motherfucking Reese. Game on the line, had the win in sight. The ball left your hands, then said not tonight. You missed the buzzer beater. I am not all right. Alicia got goggles, Angel get you a pair. Cause missing this many layups got me questioning your stare. You doing all the hard work just to get right there. Then the rim says boo, and the ball disappears. What irritates me the most is because you do so much good shit, but not being able to put back a layup.
Here is the number that makes this hurt far more than one missed layup ever could. Entering the game, Angel Reese reportedly held a 1-6 record against Caitlin Clark in WNBA regular season matchups. 1 victory, 6 defeats. This was not an isolated night in which Reese simply encountered bad luck against her biggest rival. It was another chapter in a professional rivalry that Clark has repeatedly walked away from with the victory. That missed layup did not create the pattern. It merely became its most viral and widely replayed symbol, unfolding with millions watching. Meanwhile, Clark's scoring, assist totals, and MVP case continue gaining momentum. She's averaging 22 points and 8.3 assists this season, reportedly leading the league in assists while sitting firmly in the MVP conversation. Reese, in her first season with Atlanta following an off-season trade, is averaging 15.6 points and 12.1 rebounds, respectable numbers and legitimate nightly production, but not the same level of national attention or awards momentum surrounding Clark.
But it's actually Indiana that has 7 points off of the turnovers that Atlanta has created until we saw Angel Reese, shout out to our teammate, Angel Reese in particular, her energy shifted. I thought when she got some of those easy baskets to go in the paint that quite frankly she had struggled with to open the ball game, that's when you saw this defense begin to pick up its energy, this dream squad to begin to play with a little bit more confidence.
Yeah, athletes know it's not how you start, it's how you finish, and that energy is contagious because if you look at Angel Reese, she already has 7 and 9. She's already getting close to a double-double, but then also, if you think about, on the other side here, you're seeing the Indiana Fever, they're just being a little bit methodical as well because I like these good to great plays. You see Caitlin orchestrating. It's like both sides are leaning into their strengths on this one.
Let's go back to Angel really quickly, though, because she was part of the catalyst that you saw to be able to change things around. And she said to Holly, I just feel like I needed to take a deep breath and maybe stop overthinking some of these.
Oh, I've been there.
Before Shanae answered, y'all saw how Shanae was like...
And that is exactly why the timing of this controversy feels so loaded and so uncomfortable for everyone involved. In the weeks leading into this matchup, a growing number of analysts had begun arguing that Angel Reese was playing some of the best basketball of her career. They highlighted her dominant rebounding, improved playmaking from the post, and her growing ability to flirt with triple-doubles on a semi-regular basis. For once, the praise did not feel manufactured for clicks. It was genuine basketball respect, earned through consistent production night after night. The Atlanta Dream were beginning to look like a legitimate playoff threat, and Reese's individual momentum was building at exactly the right time. But that missed layup did more than cost Atlanta one game in the standings. It interrupted the entire narrative developing around her. On the biggest stage, with the pressure at its highest, the doubts surrounding her ability to finish at the rim resurfaced in the most public way possible. And that is far more difficult to accept quietly than a rival's smile captured from 30 feet away. For 3 hours yesterday, I watched ESPN attempt to transform that performance into something it simply was not. For 3 hours, the network tried to convince viewers that Angel Reese should already be regarded as an elite all-around player. To her credit, Reese can look exceptional on a stat sheet. The rebounds pile up, the box score appears impressive, and the highlights can be packaged beautifully. But watching the full game reveals weaknesses those numbers cannot hide, especially her touch around the basket, decision-making under pressure, and consistency as a scorer. By this stage of her career, viewers expect visible development in those areas, yet too many of the same problems continue appearing. ESPN is not helping Reese by presenting her as a fully developed superstar. It is placing expectations on her game that her current skill set is not consistently ready to support.
For 3 hours yesterday, I watched ESPN polish the turd. For 3 hours, I listened to ESPN as they tried to convince me that Angel Reese is an elite basketball player. Now, to her credit, Angel Reese is an elite pretender. On paper, she looks great. But when you actually watch, it is abundantly clear that Angel Reese has no idea what the hell she's doing. This is year 3, and Angel Reese has not developed. And ESPN isn't doing her any favors by casting
Strip
Angel
away
Reese
the
as a
lawsuit
star
speculation
player.
completely. Forget the legal language, the gossip posts, and the screenshots no credible source has been able to verify. What remains underneath all that noise is a far simpler and far more human story. Few people seriously believe Angel Reese hired a legal team over a 2-second smile. What viewers do believe, and what the repeated results on the court appear to reinforce, is that Reese is struggling with the intensely public experience of repeatedly falling short against the one player whose success has become inseparable from the national conversation surrounding her own career. Every time this matchup happens, the comparison grows louder. That is why this controversy was never truly about one facial expression captured by a camera. It was about what that smile represented in that precise moment. Clark feeling relieved, enjoying the mistake, and receiving another opportunity to finish the game in overtime, while Reese remained beneath the basket, forced to process the one shot she desperately needed to make, slipping from her fingertips in front of everyone.
Caitlin is in the back, looking like an absolute menace. Honestly, I don't even care if you're a Caitlin Clark fan, if you're an Angel Reese fan, you got to admit that this was funny. And I can't even lie, I'm glad that this was all that it was for this matchup, because it feels like every time Caitlin Clark goes up against Angel Reese, ever since college, you guys, ever since like their junior year in college, it's always something with these two. It's always something, and then it turns into something greater than that. This is just something fun and light and funny.
And the response to the alleged lawsuit has made that underlying reality even more obvious. Over the past several days, sports commentators, podcast hosts, and fans across virtually every platform have had a field day with the rumor, with most arriving at some version of the same conclusion. If missing a game winner and being laughed at were legally actionable, half the history of professional sports would currently be trapped inside a courtroom. Buzzer beaters are celebrated loudly. Costly misses are mocked, sometimes cruelly, sometimes playfully. That has always been part of the unwritten agreements surrounding competitive sports at every level, and it is one reason fans remain emotionally invested. The suggestion that this particular courtside reaction should suddenly carry legal consequences has not been treated as a credible grievance by many people beyond the rumor pages benefiting from its engagement. Instead, it has largely been viewed for what the available evidence suggests it is: an athlete processing a painful public defeat, while one corner of the internet transforms that disappointment into a controversy far bigger than the original moment ever warranted.
She is going into those huddles. She is like talking about plays, getting everyone together, and that is something that she wasn't doing in the beginning of the season as much. I did see Sophie Cunningham doing that a lot, but now I have been seeing her do that. She has stepped up into that leadership role, and I'm not saying that she is MVP or anything just yet, but you cannot discount her from this conversation. She has added so many new tools to her bag this year, like her step back. Also, her step back has gotten the gait of her step back is, and I posted this yesterday on social media, so I apologize if you're hearing me say this again, but her step back has gotten to the size of like an adult human being. Something that she was not able to do with her groin injury. That is like a huge deal for someone like Caitlin Clark, who just needs a little bit of space to get a shot off. And her mid-range game has really gone up. But not only that, her ability to draw contact.
Here is what matters moving forward far more than lawyers, screenshots, or unverified legal rumors. The Fever currently sit 4th at 23-12, while the Dream are 5th at 21-13. If the standings remain anywhere close to that order, these teams could meet in the opening round of the playoffs, the first postseason showdown between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese as professionals, with elimination hanging over every possession. That would be the rematch worth discussing. Real pressure, no comfortable regular season reset, no guarantee of another game to erase one disastrous moment, and no overtime cushion capable of softening the impact of a costly mistake. The possibility of that playoff meeting should dominate the conversation, not an unsupported lawsuit rumor that lacks any publicly verified legal foundation. Because if that matchup happens, one smile captured by a broadcast camera in August will suddenly look microscopic compared with what comes next. The playoffs offer no space to quietly laugh off a mistake and wait for the next regular season game. There is only winning or going home while your biggest rival gets the final laugh on the largest stage either player has faced in her professional career.